Hi everyone, this is going to be a tarot forecast for the sign of Taurus for the month of May 2023. This can apply if you're a Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this reading does not resonate with you. Also, do keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So take what resonates and leave out the rest. And I'm currently taking bookings for personal readings. So if you'd like to contact me for a natal chart reading, a Synastry chart reading, or tarot, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. The links are in the description box below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so let's get started for you, Taurus. So let's look at the cards we're getting. The first one is the Queen of Wands. The second one is the Magician. The next one is the Queen of Swords. And the final one is the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is quite a fertile month for you, Taurus, the month of May. It is your season after all. Um, and it is a period where you may feel like you are in manifestation mode. You may feel like a lot of what you are trying to manifest is coming into fruition, or you may find that you are easily able to manifest whatever it is that you want. And I say this because I'm seeing the Magician here, and the Magician represents manifestation energy. But then it also has to do with self beliefs, because I'm also seeing the Eight of Swords here. And the Eight of Swords represents this person who is blindfolded and stuck in sort of this self made limiting boundary that they've created with these swords. And if they were just able to remove the rope and the blindfold, they would realize that they could easily come out of this limitation or this boundary that they've created. So I feel like the month of May is simultaneously a month where you realize your potential and you're able to manifest, and at the same time, um, it's also being extremely aware of your own self-limiting beliefs, as in what do you tell yourself on a daily basis, what does your inner self-talk look like, how do you motivate yourself, or what are the things that you tell yourself on the inside, um, because I feel like those are very strongly associated with your manifestation capabilities. Because the magician has everything that they need. They've got the cups, they've got the pentacles, swords, wands, they've got all the elements that they need to make something happen. But manifestation works when you really believe in it. If you have any doubts or fears, then those really need to be looked at in the month of May, Taurus. I feel like some of you may be struggling with that a little bit. I'm seeing the Queen of Swords energy come up in this reading. Now, Queen of Swords is this energy of somebody who is very vocal about what they want, what they don't want. They're very clear about their boundaries. They basically won't tolerate any kind of nonsense. And, it's very to the point. Swords are about communication after all. And the interesting thing is, it is the card of Libra, but the Queen of Swords energy is somebody who is not that diplomatic, actually. This is somebody who is very blunt about what they want, and if somebody doesn't meet their criteria, she's quite quick to axe them out of her life. So that may be your energy this season in the month of May. But sometimes, I don't know, this is something that I always pick up intuitively. I feel like the Queen of Swords energy can sometimes come from a place of um, fear, because if you have to establish your boundaries that strongly and be that vocal about it, it often comes from a place of fear or insecurity. Because when somebody is really confident or self assured about who they are and what they will or will not tolerate, they don't need to be vocal about it. It's just their energy and their actions that's going to speak louder than their words. So if you're finding that you're having to tell people off or let people know what you're going to accept and what you're not, then I would suggest maybe do a little bit of self reflection and sit with yourself for some time just to figure out where is this coming from? Like, why are you getting flustered about something? Because chances are that's going to lead you into something that is very deep, very personal, and it's going to give you answers about why certain things are triggering. Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Some things may be triggering for you this month. And we are in retrograde season right now. Of course, it's going to go, Mercury is going to go direct on May 14th. But till then, I think a lot of us are in this zone of self reflection, and especially because Mercury is retrograde in your sign, in Taurus, so it is a time for self-reflection. And if something is triggering you, then I would advise you to really pay attention to it. Like, be very, very aware of what exactly is triggering you during the month of May, because that's going to lead you to a gold mine of information, and it's going to help you realize a lot of things about yourself. Like, where have you held yourself back? What it is that you can set yourself free from, because really we are in competition with ourselves. It's not really something external, it's all within ourselves. And when we change the internal perspective, everything outside shifts as well. So I think that Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords are kind of interconnected, and if you can figure out what's triggering you and what's underneath those layers, it's going to be very beneficial for you in the month of May. Now, I'm also seeing the Queen of Wands come up. This is fiery energy. This is the card of Aries, and it's very fiery. This person knows what they want. It's very assertive. There's also a bit of enigma and mystery to the Queen of Wands, because there is this black cat in the imagery, and black cats often represent mystery and sorcery or secrets, that sort of thing. Um, the Queen of Wands also represents proper balancing of masculine and feminine energies, because this person has a flower in their left hand and a wand in their right hand. And the flower represents feminine energy, wand represents masculine energy. So it's also being very aligned with your own internal masculine and feminine energies. So whenever I say masculine, feminine energies, I don't mean the gender. Everybody has masculine and feminine energies within themselves. So that's what I'm referring to. So the month of May could also be a period where you're learning when to go after what you want, which is masculine energy, and you're learning when to sit back and relax and allow and let things flow to you, which is feminine energy. So I think that balance is really important, because too much of any one disrupts the force, disrupts the balance. Like, if you're too aggressive, too masculine, too pushy, and always in go mode, that's also not healthy. And if you're always sitting back and being extremely passive and just allowing, that's also not healthy. So it has to be a proper balance. What else are the messages for Taurus for the month of May? What does Taurus need to know? I want to check another card. Yeah. So we have the King of Cups. And this is interesting because King of Cups is the card of Scorpio. And Scorpio is your polar opposite, Taurus. You both are opposites on the axis. And it's interesting that this came up because maybe the shadow side that you're grappling with, especially with the Eight of Swords and Queen of Swords, may have to do with scorpionic themes in your life. So, for example, Taurus, you rule the second house, which has to do with self worth, which has to do with physical, financial assets. Whereas Scorpio is about the spiritual wealth. It's about the things that are not abstract. Taurus, you are all about the tangible, whereas Scorpio is all about the abstract, what's hidden, what's not seen. So maybe those are the things that you need to look at. What are the unseen things in your life that you haven't looked at yet? What is your shadow side? If you haven't done shadow work, I would really advise you to go for that, because it can be a life changer, quite honestly. But if you look at it quite literally, the King of Cups could just be a Scorpio person in your life. If you are looking at having a new romantic interest, then this could be somebody who might be showing up in your life. They could be a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, any placement in Scorpio, or they could just embody the Scorpionic archetype. This person is extremely emotional, but also very grounded and assured, because this is king energy. So they know, they have a very high emotional intelligence or emotional quotient. At the same time, they are not swayed by their emotions. So that's something really interesting about this person. And they could be actually the ones that trigger you during the month of May. There could be a lot of things that this person says or does or brings up within you that can stir your shadow side. And you may wonder why you're feeling so triggered. So I would suggest examine those and see where it's coming from. Yeah. So Taurus, those are your messages for the month of May. If you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up. Your likes help my videos stay relevant in the YouTube algorithm and help other viewers find similar content. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box. I'll get back to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.